Hi everyone, so welcome to day one of opening up the 12 Days of Stitchmas, this new Spellbinders Advent calendar for 2024. They do have two calendars, this one and then of course your crafty Advent calendar. So I'm going to start with these guys, these items here, and you'll see videos for the crafty Advent calendar in December, beginning December 1st. Okay, so right now we're going to start with the 12 Days of Stitchmas. So this was sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. Generally I link to Spellbinders and scrapbook.com. I know they both have the 12 Days of Stitchmas, but the add-on kit, if you're looking at picking this up, I recently ordered this. It came in pretty quickly. I ordered from Spellbinders. Of course, like I said, it's exclusive, and they don't have it, on scrapbook.com or some of these other outlets that might have the Advent calendars, okay? But I already did a whole unboxing of this guy. I'll link that video in the description box. It was kind of a long video. It was a haul with like a bunch of other items, but quickly, it's basically a kit. I love the packaging. I've been using my, the one from last year just all year long because there's still papers in there and, thread and all that, obviously the needles. So it does come with some specialty papers, your silver and gold, A2 size, a beautiful array of their cardstock, which is really nice thickness and all that kind of stuff. It does come with some pearls, some crystals. These are actually glass crystal gems, which is really nice. The needle minder, if you guys remember last year's needle minder was a little pocket with the flowers, and this year's is this cute replica of like the large die of the month from a couple months ago, which is adorable. I love that. So basically, as you're stitching, you can put your needles on there, and it's a magnet, so it'll hold on to it. It comes with a photopolymer stamp set with all kinds of puns or just sentiments that help you finish up, what you're doing with your Stitchmas calendar here. And then some specialty threads, the diamond threads in like a white and a gold. It's kind of pearlescent, this one. And then your beautiful threads. So I just want to quickly go through that, but if you want to see it more up close, I'll link the other video if I can there in the description box. But today we're going to start with day one. So Spellbinders is also putting out, of course, their videos and tutorials, so check those out. And they began those today also, so you can check them out and have more ideas. I was going to do something different. Last year I did all my cards that just coordinated, so it was like the same dies, and then kind of mixing and matching the papers and the stitch, the add-on kit. And it was really cute. So you have this whole coordinated set that was really adorable. And so this year, I don't know if I'm going to do something similar, maybe gift bags. I was thinking maybe if I do them from felt, you can make like ornaments. I don't know. So let me see what these look like, because again, I haven't seen these either, but I did open this really quickly for a video, just letting you know the Advent calendars were available. But we have a few spoilers here. Very cute. And so I'm going to open day one, and let me open it carefully. I know I try to open it super carefully because I want that for our videos here. Cute. Oh my goodness. And if you recall, when you open it up, there's a little image here of what is in here. So if you don't want to see that, you can pick it up with both the pieces of paper, but that is completely up to you. Okay guys, sorry. I'll take a quick little pause. I should try to open this carefully, really more because I have to take pictures and things, and I want it to look nice. But look at the little dies. Oh my goodness. Oop. And it makes the little snowman that we saw there in that little spoiler. Just super cute. So let's check these guys out. I'm going to put this back. I do like, and this year it's in a Ziploc bag, so you can close it up again. So every year they've just been changing things up, making it easier to use, easier to open, keep it packaged up, whatever it is that you want to do. So number one, we have this little cutie. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, the reason I paused earlier is I went to grab my tea, and that's what you're seeing there in the corner. Okay. So he has this little hat. His hat can also be stitched up. And he has his little scarf and all this cuteness. So in the years past, they had things like this. Either it helps you hang it up, it helps you make it into like a little kind of swingy kind of thing. So, there's different things you can do. You have his little accent pieces. I believe those are his arms, and then his little nose. I mean, just super cute. So let me think about what it is that I want to do, and we'll do that. I'll be right back. I think I'm going to go for it with felt. Like, why not? I will say when I'm doing stuff like this and I want to use felt, you want to use a very firm felt. Foam would be very cute. I know Spellbinders has a whole line of foam. I was just thinking of how I want to back these guys up. So I think, because you can definitely run this through your paper with this guy. I always like to have a background piece because you can see a little bit of this through, and then also to add sturdiness, but that's up to you. If you just want to run this through like some white paper for the base of the body, stitch it up and you're good to go. I think I'm going to run it through twice just to have that, and then to make it more substantial also. So we have this little guy. I'm going to run this piece through to help make it into an ornament, and I'm going to run that through just probably once. Probably through the same white paper. So, not paper, felt. I will say when I do things like this, I use a very firm felt, like I was mentioning. So like this is a nice red, maybe his scarf will be from that. I do have some brown here that can do his little twig arms. You know, I have some black felt here. I'm going to look for a firmer, oh, this one here can do his little nose. So generally that's what I would do, because if you use a floppier felt like this stuff, these little holes might not come out as easily. So for me, it's just better to use a firmer felt. But let me cut the pieces down that I'm going to use, and then we'll talk about it. Guys, so we have our pieces as far as this is going to go. So I'm going to cut out one just white like that, and then I'll run it through again with the inlay. Okay, the hat, black felt. Again, really firm stuff. You can see it doesn't even want to bend unless I bend it, but the other kind's more floppy. Just like that. And then also one run through with this. Okay, with the inlay. And of course when you do the inlay, you always tape it down. You don't want that to move. I will say with felt, if your machine has really good pressure, it should cut it no problem. If you have a machine that comes with a metal shim, I would definitely cut into the metal shim. And what I mean by that is make sure this is actually cutting into the metal shim, and then, you know, whatever plates you need. That's how I do that, because it really helps, right? It's kind of like cutting acetate, basically. But if you have a machine that has a lot of good pressure, it should just cut it anyway. I'm going to run this guy through, just like that. And then this one, I was debating using the arms because they are delicate, but you know what? Why not? I mean, the felt is pretty sturdy, so I'll run that through, and then I'll run it through again, this kind of orangey color to get the little nose. And this guy, like I said, I'll just pop it in wherever I can just to get a hanger for our ornament. And then I think what I'll do is I'll make it so that the ornament is on a card base. That way it's a cute way to gift it. The person has a little gift, a little ornament, but also their card. So I will run these guys through and I'll be right back. Okay, here's how these come out. And I can see, I didn't do the inlay on that one yet. So let's see how this guy came out. And the little holes are there. You can clear them out before, but if you're going to go through and obviously stitch it, you're going to poke out those little holes anyway, but you can kind of get rid of those if you want. I would poke them out with a tool instead of messing with the felt, but there you go. So yeah, I mean, they came out really nicely. So I'll be back. This guy out. Pretty good. Again, we have this piece here that can, oh my goodness, I don't know what I was trying to say. I was going to try to say that it can help you make an ornament or make a like dancing character kind of thing, or pieces, you know, but that's a nice one to have. And then we have this little guy, and again, I can kind of, those can be poked out as I'm stitching, like I don't really need to clear them out right now. So let me arrange this. Let me grab some threads from our new kit, and I'll be look professional, have everything set up here. That's what those things look like. And you know, if this was paper, you would have all these little embossed areas, and if you can kind of see them on the felt, but you would have these little lines, you know, would show up and cute things. So I think about, I mean, on this one, you can still see it even with the felt. Very cute. These are very small little pinholes. I don't think they're meant to be sewn, but I suppose if you want to, you can do that. Let's grab some of this goodness. I was thinking about, I was gonna stick to what's in here. I know I don't see like a black or like a gray, you know what I'm saying, so that this is about the same color. I mean, you can do accent colors, of course. Oh, maybe it'd be cute to do red, huh? Like this variegated one. Okay. And I was gonna do his little tummy with the white. So it may not show up too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this guy. And then let's use this variegated red one. And it'll be like a little decoration. And again, from our kit, we have this guy. You can obviously open that up and use this guy. is a magnet. You can see there. The reason they have this other magnet is just to hold it in place on your packaging there. But okay, so let's see. I love my DMC items, guys. I mean, they're just the best. Always growing up, I remember seeing that as a brand for your embroidery items, so it's good stuff. But, oh, I was going to pop that on there. I'm like, oh, there it goes, and it rolled off. The magnet is up in this area, right? There. So, this has to be near there to catch. Okay, so let's get some of this. And it's not going to require a ton. And I would kind of like the red area better, this darker red area. So I'm going to pull this out a little further so that mostly I use the red. And you can leave all 6, you know, if you want to use all 6 threads that are in here. The embroidery thread has 6 actual smaller threads that make up the one larger. So I usually separate them out in 2s or 3s. So I'm going to go ahead and separate this out into 3. What's funny is I was rolling these out because the pieces don't just fall out very easily. And Miranda, my daughter, she's 10 now, she started sewing cute little projects, I think, last year. And if you buy these little kits, these little felt kits, that's how they come, like this, right? And then she has to pop them out, and then she sews them up and stuff like that. So I thought it was kind of cute. I mean, you can prepare a whole set, maybe have some kids in your life learn a little something, or continue doing their sewing if they're already a person who sews. Okay, I might have made this a little bit too long because I was trying to get to the red part of this variegated thread. So I'm going to put this side into this guy. Nice needle, nice open eye. I have a video of a whole embroidery project I was working on that I haven't uploaded yet, guys. But in that video, the needle was the worst, the needle that came with the kit. So I appreciate this needle had a nice big eye. I'm just going to put a knot, but I mean, however you want to do that or start it off. And I'm going to come up from the center, right? And then just wherever you want to go. So I'm going to go systematically, like to this corner. Whoopsie. There goes very long threads. So I have to really be careful. I'm going to get knots here. You don't need that much for this project. I just, again, wanted to get to the red part of this variegated thread. Alright, then back to the center and to the next one. It just looks neater that way, but if you want from the back side just to go into the next one and come back down here, and then, you know, it just starts getting kind of loopy and crazy. So I just prefer to do a systematic, I guess I'm going counterclockwise because I'm starting here and I'm going up to the next one, the next one, the next one. Just go all around, guys. It's really easy. Kind of keep my finger on the knot here at the beginning so it doesn't just fall off. Try not to catch your scissors or whatever's laying around while you're doing this. Okay, so super easy. I'm going to go back to the center, to the next one, the next one, next one. You can kind of mess with your tension, making sure it's nice. And I will be right back when I get towards the end. So I'm just going to keep going around each point. Okay, guys, we're coming around to the very end. So again, just keeping my little knot out of the way. And last bit. And the tummy's going to be very much the same. You're just going to go around and around and around. And just kind of arrange them a little better. And then back here, we just want to slide this in here. We are going to glue this to that base one, so I'm just going to kind of slide this in here and make like a little bit of a knot, just kind of go back around. Okay. And then just make sure your tension looks good. You can make any arrangements on that, or adjustments, should I say. And there's my little hat that's going to be ready to be glued to this background piece. And the only reason I'm doing that is to make it sturdy and all that. I would do the same thing if I was cutting this out of paper. Okay, so we have those two pieces. And let me put this away. We're going to use some of this guy. Again, this one's thinner, it's pearlescent, it's gorgeous, but I'm not sure how much is going to show up now. This should be the end of it right here, but it looks like it might not be. But Generally there's a little cut there for you. Sorry if it's out of focus. I'm just trying to get in here. There we go. Get that piece going. Yeah. I wanted to say the diamond thread probably has like 3 threads already. So I'm going to get this one going. And I kind of split the end on that one, so find yourself a nice end and go ahead and get that in there. And since I am, you know, sewing on fabric, essentially I could start it off and finish it without a knot, but I like to always put a little knot. With this one I'm making the knot a little bit bigger because it is a very kind of stiff, kind of, you can see the way the thread just kind of stays there the way it is. So again, I'm going to start in the very center, and it's going to be very much the same as what we just did. I mean, if you want it to really pop, you can use the gold or any other of the other embroidery threads, of course. So I'm kind of holding that in place, and I'm just going to go around and around and around. And, you know, sometimes I go left and then right, and then left and then right, and left and then right, or sometimes I just go around in a systematic way. So whatever it is that you like to do, like right now I'm going to hold it, I'm going to go clockwise this time, why not? So just back into the center, I'm holding it in the back so it stays nice and sturdy. After a couple of stitches, it's not as important, but at the very beginning you don't want to pull your knot through, of course. And then back to the center, and I'm just going to keep going round and round. And I will be back. Yep, right up the center to the next one. Okay guys, and this one again, it's a little stiffer, a little more like fish wire, so I really do actually hold it as I'm working around and around just to keep the tension nice and spiral nice and all that. Okay, so that is the last one. And you can tie it off. If this is just paper, you can just put a little piece of tape, you know, whatever it is that you need for the material you're using. I'm going to do that and then make a little knot. Not pull it too tight again, make the adjustments you need before you actually glue anything down. I do have my hot glue gun going, so let me clean up a little bit and we will move on to assembling our little guy. Okay, guys, so there's a few things that we can think about. We have our little nose that we're obviously going to pop on top here, so I'm going to get the smallest amount of hot glue, like just a little dab. And I usually get rid of the little strings after I'm done working, because if you try to do it while it's still wet, you're just going to pull more and more strings. So anyway, I'm going to pop that on there. This top one, clearly. So now that it's a little bit cold, I can pull that string away. But if you keep pulling the string while it's wet or hot, it's just going to keep pulling. I am going to sandwich this here. It is going to have holes here in the eyes, so I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit of my black felt and just kind of cut a piece that looks like it would clear those eyes. Oh, okay, I cut it a little short, so let's just do 2 pieces then. I would do 1 piece that's long enough to go across. I did that a little bit short, so I'm going to glue that here. Just add a little glue. Just a little bit of glue. We're going to sandwich that anyway, so for right now we just want something to sit in here. Alright, there we go. And then another one on this side. Okay. That's going to be behind there. Very good. You know, whatever color you want to use. The little arms. So it's kind of debating if I should tuck them in now or whenever. So I'm going to bring that out. Look how cute. Just pop right out there. And you want them going up like this. You know, on the other side, the other way, whatever as you think. I feel like they should be doing this kind of thing. But I don't really want the brown showing through the little holes. Actually, that's perfect placement right there. So, let me think. Do I want them that low? A little bit higher. Maybe a little bit higher, huh? Like right there? Okay. So, a little bit of glue. Put my little arm in. A little bit of glue. Put my little arm in, and before I really push down, I need to double check that that's pretty much where I wanted it to be. Looks pretty good. I'll bring this one back out a little bit. Okay. So just some of the things we gotta take care of. And then this guy, do we want this like embedded in here? Would that be better? And then the little hat is gonna be on top of that. You know, think about where you want to put that. So let's put this hat together just so we have it ready to go. And I'm basically going to put some hot glue down here, the very corners at least. Squeeze that guy right on top. And we'll take care of the little stray glue in just a minute. Not quite wanting that on my mat. Okay, so let's see how high the hat fits. Do that there, this guy here. And this guy can stick out even further, or just in a way that, you know, is helpful. So wherever you think that should be. So I don't mind it sticking up a little bit more at the top. So I'm gonna put that on there. Just kind of put that back there. It can be behind the whole ornament. I just figured it'd be better to sandwich things, you know, to keep it nice and sturdy. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and glue these guys together. I'm going around the head. Don't really want to get too much glue like in the eyeball area. All around the body. I'm going to glue those together. I'm going to hold that for a little bit, guys, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so now we have our little hat. And I'm going to put more on here. I'm going to put a little glue here. A little glue across the head here. Oh, sorry about the emergency vehicle, but I can't pause now, so I'm just gonna place that where I think it looks cute and hold that down. Okay, and then our last bit is his little scarf. Oh my goodness, that is adorable. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some glue across here. And again, those little glue strings I don't mess with until they're cold. So I'm just gonna line that up kind of like wherever it looks like it makes the most sense. Move some of that glue away. Cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me clean up, put some things away. I'll be right back. Super cute. He is ready to go. I mean, you can put another hat in the back if you want to cover that, or you can sandwich the body between the two heads. The whole point, or between the two hats, is to not have the little white dots like showing up. You know what I'm saying? Because you can definitely see through these little holes. So if I had put the head here, you know, that's kind of how I was thinking about it. But do whatever you like, whatever works for you and your project. I'm going to grab some pretty paper from here. I'm going to use the Emerald. I don't know why. Last time I was using Happy Hour Collections dies and I kept calling them Emerald. But anyway, in the last video. I'm going to use these guys, and I think what I'm going to do is, so I can stamp and then present this little guy in here, I think it'd be very cute, is we'll cut this one. I mean, you can cut any one, I guess, but I want more of the pattern paper to show. I'm going to choose some pattern paper right now, and I think this little guy here, and then like a little sentiment stamp down here, I think would work really well. And then I'm going to take this guy. So it's the two larger ones that are decorative. I'm going to run it through one of the lighter colors here, or I guess it doesn't matter, but whatever looks cute for him. So this is from the add-on collection. Oh, and he's a little snowman, so maybe he needs to be in this light blue color, huh? I mean, the green would be cute. All these colors would be cute, but let's take this one. And then from my Handmade Holidays collection Christmas kit, I'm going to choose... I mean, you can put ephemera in there from here. I'm basically going to choose a pattern paper. So let me find my paper. I'm so silly. I know I used it recently, so put it somewhere else. Okay, I'm going to get a card base also from here. Why not? And so that, we have that. And, you know, I'm just kind of making this up on the fly here. So, oh, how cute. There'll be two on the nose. Maybe, let's see. Oh, the candy canes are adorable. And then the green, I mean, that'd be kind of an unexpected colorway, wouldn't it? How cute is that? The red in the background. You're not going to see a lot of it. It's just going to be the very edges. So yeah, why don't we do that one? Why not? That'll be fun. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy. We have our card base. We have this guy and this one. I'm going to run this die through this paper and this one through here, and I will be right back, guys. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cute. Okay, so we have this unexpected background. Let's make sure our card is opening the right way. I suppose on this one it could be upside down, that'd be fine, but we have to make sure it's opening the right way before we stick everything else on. Okay, so let's get this guy down. Sorry, I'm trying to get glues right to the very edges because this is a thinner kind of layering paper. So I just want to make sure it really stays down. And this is definitely A2 size where it takes up the whole card front other than the very edge. A little bit, these little tips, right? That looks good. And what I've been doing with this die, because I think it looks cute, just to make a quick shaped card, all you have to do is just clip away these guys. You can take it to your paper trimmer, but honestly it's just easy enough to run this right by the edge, and I'll do that in all four corners. Good to go. I have this guy, and I'm just going to pop this on here. I would just eyeball it, but I want to make sure it stamps nicely, so I'm going to use a stamp positioner, and I'm going to take these stamps from the add-on set here, Cold Hands, Warm Heart. Oh, that's cute. Let's get cozy, deck the halls. I mean, a gift for you. These are all so cute. Merry Christmas, just chillin'. Oh my gosh, that'd be really cute. Okay, we're gonna do Cold Hands, Warm Heart. Look at these little snowman. And I'm just gonna put it right down towards the bottom. And just stamp that up. Ink it up and stamp it. I'm not sure why I said just stamp that up. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but there you go. Hold that down. Guys, oh, I made that very juicy, but that's very good. Okay, there you go. I probably didn't need to put that much ink on it, but there it is. Okay, let me clean up and we'll just finish it up. So I'm just going to glue this down. And then this little guy, what I normally do is you can use some double-sided tape, some repositionable tape, some just a couple spots of maybe like a dimensional adhesive to hold it down, right? So I'm going to pop that there. So if you want to make it a card, otherwise you can just have a little gift. It can be a little gift tag. I mean, if it's out of paper, you can definitely put to and from on the back, you know, and have it just done that way. Let me clean this up a little bit. But you want a little tape or a little something that's going to help you hold this on to your card base, and then of course you let the recipient know on the inside, you know, dear, you know, so-and-so, and all the nice things you want to say at Christmas time, and then that, oh, P.S., you know, that your little topper is an ornament, right, that kind of thing. Let's see. I'll use this. It's not going to... Basically, it's felt. It's not going to stick, you know. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this guy. Just run it right down there. Enough to hold it until, you know, your recipient receives it. And if they want to use the whole season, it can stay on there. It will stay on there. But otherwise, they can remove it and use that as an ornament. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much, Spellbinders, for sending the Advent Calendar for a review. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box for the US and the UK. And I will continue on with the 12 days of a Stitchmas Advent Calendar. So you're going to see something very similar every day. I'm going to try to go ahead and just felt it all up, make them all ornaments, and pop them on a card. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.